is Cinderella Sinaga, and I will explain English grammar, which is part of speech. Let's learn with fun with me. What is a part of speech? Part of speech is a classification of words that are categorized based on the role and function in sentences in a language. Parts of speech in English are divided into 8 types, namely noun, verb, auxiliary verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. In this video, we will learn the types of part of speech. The first type of part of speech is noun. Definition: terminologically, noun comes from the Latin nomen, which means a type of word used to indicate a person, thing, place, doing, and so on. Characteristic: first, the first countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable nouns can be either singular or plural, either regular or irregular. Regular countable plural nouns and irregular countable plural nouns will change form, while uncountable nouns never change. A. Regular countable plural nouns are characterized by the addition of s, such as the following examples: singular, book, plural, books; banana, bananas; student, students; restaurant, restaurants; accidents, accidents; song, songs; lamb, lambs; mother, mothers. B. Irregular countable plural nouns change with various variations, such as the following examples: singular, alumnus; plural, alumni; bacterium, bacteria; child, children; datum, data; food, feed; health, helps; man, man. C. Uncountable nouns do not undergo any change, but their units use a quantifier, such as the following examples: a glass, a glass of milk; a bowl of porridge; a cup of coffee; a drop of water; a little sugar; a peck of blood. Some examples of unconstable nouns are as follows. Number 1, advice, air, business. 2, cheese, coffee, education. 3, energy, gas, equipment. 4, news, paper, oil. And the last, soap, tea, soup. We're still in characteristic of noun. The second, determiner. There are certain words located in front of a noun that are used to indicate which noun is being talked about. These marker words are called determiner. Constable noun and unconstable noun. Constable noun, a, and, the, some, any. Unconstable noun, the, some, any. This, that, some, any. This, that. None. 1, 2, 3. None. Many, much, a lot of, a large, great number of, a large amount of, a few, a little, fewer than, less than, more than, more than. Example of a determiner. Number 1, that is my book. Itu adalah buku saya. My in the sentence is determiner. Number 2, I have less money than him. Uangku lebih sedikit dari uangnya. In this sentence, less and than are determiner. Notes. First, A is used for nouns whose pronunciation begins with a consonant sound. Examples: a book, a flower, a box. The second, N is used for nouns whose pronunciation begins with a vowel sound. Examples: an hour, an animal, an ox. Number 3, noun formation. Several ways can also be used to form nouns as follows. A, by adding endings to verbs. Man, arrangement, development. Ion, action, location. Asian, explanation, organization. Asian, definition, abolition. Ends, difference. W, discovery, ing, singing, washing. R, painter, dancer, R, bigger, or actor and assistant. E, interviewee, employee. Age, marriage, parentage, and the last third, signature, departure. B, form from an abstract Noun by adding ship like partnership, friendship, hood like childhood, priesthood, and Italian librarian, Ian Christian musician. C. Form from an adjective by adding ness like madness, happiness, W. honesty, easy, capability, density, C. Presence, difference, C. Efficiency. D. There are also some nouns that are always in the plural form. Eyeglasses, pants, accessories, jeans, trousers, tweezers, tongs, pliers, swords, and pajamas. Well, we have discussed a lot about noun. Now we need to exercise. Number 1, write yes or no in the noun group column below to show the correct use of the terminus. Like number 1 in this determiner, this, singular constable yes, plural constable no, and unconstable yes. And you can jawab soal-soal setelahnya atau isi sesuai dengan perintah soal nomor 1. And the second exercise, write two nouns it based on the following endings. Ending man, nouns like improvement, employment, and you can jawab the exercise dari nomor 1 sampai nomor 2 itu kamu kerjakan sendiri. And after exercise, we move to the second types of part of speech is verb. Definition: verb comes from the Latin word verbum, which shows the action, activity, or state of a subject. There are several types, forms, functions, and meanings of verbs in English. Verbs can also be explained based on tense, voice, number, and person. Number 1, regular verb. A. Verbs ending in consonant letter use ending ad, at, infinitive, accept, past tense, accepted, past participle, accepted, and the meaning menerima. Book, memesan, call, memanggil, develop, membangun, explain, explain, menjelaskan. B. Verbs ending in a consonant letter use the ending D, the. Infinitive, admire. Past tense, admired. Past participle, admired. And the meaning, mengagumi. Bake, menganggang. Cause, mengakibatkan. Describe, mendeskripsikan. Explode, meledak. And the next, C, the W at the end of some verbs removed and replaced by the suffix ed, like infinitive copy, in past tense copy, and in past participle copy, and the meaning mengopi. Try, mengeringkan. Marry, married, menikah. Reply, replied, membalas. Try, mencoba. D. Some regular verbs that end in consonant letter G, B, T, R, L, or P and contain a vowel letter alongside. The consonant is double and then plus ed. Infinitive, bake, in past tense bake, past participle bake, and the meaning memohon. Cancel, menunda. Drop it, menjatuhkan. Fitted, menyesuaikan. Hop, meloncat. Number 2, irregular verb. Irregular verbs are verbs whose tense change are unpredictable. To master the change, memorization is the only way that can be applied. Infinitive, awake, past tense awoke, past participle awoken, and the meaning bangun. Become, menjadi. Come, came, datang. Give, given, memberi. And tell, told, mengatakan. Number 3, transitive verb. Transitive verbs are verbs that must be followed by an object directly. The following are commonly used transitive verbs. Intransitive verb, bring, meaning atau arti membawa. Example, she brings a bouquet of flowers from the forest. Get, mendapatkan. My sister gets a special gift from my parents in her birthday. Leave, pergi. My father leaves home earlier than usual. play, bermain. My brother plays football twice a week. Promise, berjanji. And example, my mother reads a magazine every evening. Number 4, intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are verbs that do not require a direct object to follow them. It is generally an action verb followed by a complement, usually an adjective or adverb, as in the following examples. Intransitive verb cry, arti or meaning, menangis. The example atau contoh kalimat, she cries all day long. Fly, artinya terbang. And the example, the bird flies away after hearing the shout. Walk, berjalan. Nathan walks down the street to find a gift shop. Sleep, tidur. You better sleep now or mom will be mad. And remain, artinya tetap. And the example, let the secret remains being kept. Number 5, verbs followed by gerund. In English grammar rules, there are some verbs that must always be followed by a gerund from inform, which are as follows. Verb followed by gerund, consider. The meaning of atau artinya, mempertimbangkan. And the example atau contoh kalimatnya, let me consider hiring you or not. Hate, artinya membenci. Contoh kalimatnya, I hate him telling me what to do all the time. Enjoy, artinya menikmati. I hope you enjoy having vacation with your friends. Practice, artinya berlatih. And example, she always practice swimming every Saturday. And the last, suggest, artinya menyarankan. And the example, I suggest you taking this course this semester. And number 6, verbs followed by infinitive. In English grammar rules, there are some verbs that must always be followed by an infinitive form, which are as follows. Verb followed by infinitive, agree. Artinya atau the meaning itu setuju. The example atau contoh kalimatnya, We agree to go to the beach by bus. Decide artinya itu memutuskan. Di example, you better decide to go now or you will be late. Forget artinya itu lupa. And example, my teacher forgets to give us homework. Learn artinya belajar. And the example, she finally learns to cook. Need artinya membutuhkan. They need to go now exactly. Oke, setelah kita sudah membahas tentang verb, in here ada exercise, and the exercise is choose the right verb to complete the following sentence. Number 1, would you mind blah 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 me the book, please? A, to give. B, giving. C, to borrow. D, borrowing. And the answer is B, giving. Would you mind giving me the book, please? And number 2, C, blah 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 my umbrella yesterday. Number 3, I blah 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 to the stadium this morning with my brother. Number 4, you need to consider discourse. You need to consider blah 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 discourse for your own goodness. And the last question, Mom has said to blah 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 dinner at the restaurant. And you choose salah satu jawaban yang paling benar yang sesuai dengan sentence. And you can do it by yourself from my explanation sebelumnya. And I think in this video we only discuss 2 types of part of speech. There are noun and verb. And I think it's enough. And at the end, I say thank you. Don't forget to do exercise. See you in the next video.